Hi everyone, student of life here. Um, so today's episode is going to be called Zealotry. Yeah. The other day I was talking to someone and they called me a zealot, and I'm like, what? You know, I like Shakespeare, um, but I'm pretty sure no one has used that word zealot since Shakespeare's time, since the Spanish Inquisition, that sort of thing. The actual definition of the word zealot is a person who is fanatical and uncompromising in pursuit of their religious, political, or other ideals. Um, Synonyms include radical, extremist. So I was kind of tickled by that because, yeah, I think I'm like one of the chillest people ever. um, Yeah, so the funny thing about zealotry is that nowadays, if you make a comment on someone else's beliefs or opinions, um, you have to have some pretty strong opinions yourself to counter theirs. So if someone calls you a zealot, that's their strong opinion calling you someone who has a very strong opinion. So they're also a zealot, I guess. Um, let's see. What other? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Calling someone a zealot, that's pretty cowardly too, because like, why the name calling? If we're adults, discuss things like adults. Use your words to describe things. Um, let's see. Actually, the comment was, "I can't argue with zealotry. I'm a hippie." But that sounds kind of like you're arguing with, well, I guess you can't say that you're arguing with zealotry because, like, yeah. Apparently, my comments that sparked the conversation were incredibly disrespectful, which is why they bothered to call me a name, hoping it would enact some change for the good. Yeah, that's how you enact change for the good. You insult someone. Um, So yeah, I've never been called a zealot before, but the hippie is actually more of a yuppie because I've never really seen them, stand up for the trees or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I also wish they could have explained how my opinions were disrespectful to theirs. I mean, different perhaps, but I didn't call them a name. When you call someone a name, that's kind of you being disrespectful to them. Um, let's see what else. Oh, then after I got called a zealot, they turned around and said there needs to be more love and understanding in the world. Um, so that also is funny. I got called a name, and then they're like, yeah, there needs to be more love, so I'm gonna call you a name, and then call you disrespectful. So let's see what else. I just took some notes here. Um, yeah, that's the perfect way to be the change you want to see in the world. Um, it's also the perfect way to lose all, believability and credibility. Um, let's see. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I was talking to someone. I disagreed with them politely. I got called a name, and then they turned around and said, "There needs to be more love in the world. You should be the change you want to see in the world." So I thought I was doing that by commenting in the first place, but I digress. Don't get called a zealot. Careful what you think, and keep thinking. good day.